Hi, drawing. Let's take a look at the what you guys have to do for the critique posts. So this is going to be the same, it's the same instructions for every week. You are just doing a critique for every week's for every previous week's assignment, and they should be listed there so you will know which ones to do. So let me close out of this and just I'm going to quickly navigate there again for you so you guys know where to go. So I'm going to modules, and then I'm going to so the first one was your post, and I did a separate video for that one, but or I'm sorry, your intro post, introducing yourselves, but I did a separate video for that one, and it should be in the instructions for that week. Everything else in week 1, 2, 3, everything else moving forward, for the most part, will be the same post. It's You're essentially critiquing the work that you did in the previous week. So you're going to turn your work in on Sunday, and then my recommendation is, while you're turning your work in, to just post your project and post your written statement into the discussion post the same day, because I think it will just go faster that way. They are due by Wednesday, but it'll go faster that way because you'll already have it in front of you. And that way you give your classmates a chance to look at your work. You give them more of a chance, more time to look at your work instead of waiting until Wednesday to post your projects. And I will say that the sooner you post, the more likely you are to get feedback. We're going to talk about that in the directions, but let me just open this first one up. So I'm just going to go to week 1 here, the baseline drawings, but like I said, it's the same thing for every week. It's just you just have to do it from the assignment before. So here, let's open up this one, post. It says post because it's a post, and then it's a critique, and then it's week 1 baseline. So I'm going to open that up in a new window. Okay, so here we go. So the objectives of the critique are to give your peers constructive, critical and constructive feedback. So sorry about that. So you should be thinking critically. You should be pretty shrewd, but you also want to be constructive, and you want to be courteous. Don't be a jerk in what you're saying. Be nice, but also be critical, because you don't just want to say, oh, I like this and I like that, and this is working and this is not, and everything looks great, I wouldn't change anything about it. You want to say, these particular things are working. I think that you might do this and you might do that, and a little bit of this, and explain the reason why for everything. So if something is working, you want to explain why it's working, and if something is not working, you want to explain why it's not working. Be descriptive, and you can use all these everything that I've written here, use all this information. So here's a cheat sheet giving you some vocabulary words that you can use, and it also gives you if it would load, it also gives you kind of a way to think about how to construct your argument or your point of view. Here are some terms that you can use, and you can use these to talk about the work. Here are just some relationships that I kind of set up for you. If you think about, it'll make sense once you guys get into the assignments, and then just some other information about the work, which you can use for any kind of critique. You can use it for, if you're going to a museum, or if you're critiquing your classmates' work. And then I also have included this little chart here. So, I mean, if it were me, I would just kind of go down 1, 2, 3, 4, kind of go down here and pick out some of these questions. They don't have to be specifically these questions, but this is kind of what you want to be thinking of. So I would read this. Again, it's the same thing for every week. So you'll read it, and then you'll read it again, and then you'll read it again. And um, the more that you read it, the more sense it will make. So directions here. So again, you want to post by Wednesday, but I really recommend posting the Sunday that you submit the assignment, because it doesn't take that long to copy and paste your words and paste them into the discussion thread. Now, remember, I don't want you guys, please revisit that the video in the intro post that I made. You want to make sure that you are embedding your images. So actually, let me do this here again. So here, don't just go and attach a PDF. I have you guys turn in PDFs because when I do the grading, I need a PDF to grade efficiently for you guys. You guys are going to take screenshots, or you're going to include the actual JPEGs of your work, and you're going to literally copy and paste the text that you wrote for the assignment. I have you guys do a write-up for every assignment. So you're literally going to copy and paste the writing into the critique area, and then your peers are going to read that, and that's how your peers are going to give you feedback. So don't forget, make sure you copy and paste. You're embedding everything, and we can see it in there. If you don't, it's a little bit of a deduction. So just keep that in mind. Okay, so let's see. Those were the directions. And okay, so you need to you make your initial post, and each reply should be 150 words each. Let's see, what else? Again, it says here, I repeat it because I want to make sure you guys do it. Make sure you copy and paste text directly into the discussion thread. Here's a little outline for you guys that I explained. Oh, I have it twice here. I'll take that out. And the rubric, so here you go. So here, I'm looking at this thing. I'm going to fix this. It's a typo. But first paragraph, what's working? About 50 words. Second paragraph, what could use improvement? Third paragraph, give them a summary and finish up with an encouraging statement. And just make sure you are backing up and you are explaining why you like or do not like something. Just saying that, oh, this is really awesome and this is really great job. That doesn't count. You have to use the terminology and you have to use these ideas in the post. And I'm going to be giving you guys feedback so you can, kind of model your feedback based on my feedback. Obviously you change it with your opinions and your viewpoints, but that's how that's going to work. And then the rubric is here. So I give you easy 28 points for the initial post, as long as it's properly submitted, as long as everything is properly submitted. Those are, easy points. So 28. 36 is for the first one, and then 36 is for the next one. And then so for every 50 words, it's like 12 points. So I kind of look through it, and if I feel like, it's 12 points for each section of the critique. And, as long as you're participating, these aren't that hard. They don't take that long. I mean, you have to sit there and think about what you're going to say, but they're not terribly hard. It takes longer to make the work. There are no extensions on these. So once the due date has passed, the assignment will close, and I will not go back and grade the critique posts. So make sure that you're getting them in on time. Again, it's your initial post and then 2 replies for each. You need to reply to at least 2 of your peers, and they should be 150 word critiques each. And let's see, I think that's it for this assignment. I'm going to cancel out of here. If you guys have questions, send me an email and I will see you on Canvas. One last thing I forgot to mention, make sure you guys are posting to people's images and submissions that have not gotten submissions. So, for example, if you see that somebody has 10 replies and somebody else has 2 replies or 0 replies, please post on people's work who have not received replies yet, because that way it ensures that everybody gets feedback. Okay, that's it. I will see you guys on Canvas.